Hello and welcome to Orchids 365. I hope this video finds you well. This is a quick video. I wanted to share with you how I establish my vandas into my vanda sleeves because it's been a popular question amongst my customers, and I feel like I should show you how I get it done. In some instances, they're so big and you can just plop them right in and the roots stick. But when you buy them, like I bought this one at Tam Miami, bare root, you have to start from scratch until they're well established. So the first thing you want to do is you just want to present it in there and see, how do you want your vanda to sit? You don't want it too low, you don't want it too high. So as soon as you figure out how you want it to look, I'm going to teach you now how to wrap the wire around right here, the base. Now what I do is I cut a really long piece of garden wire. You want to have more than what you need because you don't want to have to start all over again. So what you want to do is you want to put it, I'm going to try to do it half around this way, and that leaf is already coming loose in the bottom. Who knows what it's been through in transport, right? So I don't want to do any damage or go to. So there, see how I did like a little crisscross? That's going to help me establish it from one end to the other. Now I don't like to use these holes that I already put because I like to save those for the cables. So, but you could use those though, because it does have 4, so it just depends. So I'm gonna run it right through, not the first hole, perhaps the second, and then that I can pull later. I'm gonna let that sit there. Then I'm gonna run this one, and I'm gonna give you another visual. It's already been crossed out to the other hole. I tell you not the top hole because then it'll sit too high. And you can always, change it. You're just doing this. Now, what I usually do is, if you want to put the hanger first, you could. I hang it, and then it helps me do it while it's hanging. But I just wanted to do it like this so I can show you. So now, I've successfully wrapped it up and gone on both ends. What you want to do now is you want to get it to sit in the place that you want it. Now, I'm going to go one more time this way and see if it'll sit. Ooh, got a nice breeze there. Because sometimes I like to go across, but in this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie it here and do the same thing, but hold it on the other side. So when I'm done, I'll have 2 of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fasten this so that I can try the other way, and then I can show you. When I fasten it, it'll be right in the middle. What I did was I ran it again and I fastened. So right now, you may not, it might be a little bit annoying, the little green wire, but trust me, those roots will attach to this in no time, and then you'll have them growing on the bottom, on the top, and it gives it a nice little look. I just wanted to remind you that when you're doing this, first, try not to do it with the vanda roots dry, because that'll crack easier when you're working with it. Another thing is, if you're taking it out of the original plastic basket, which I have already done, please be careful because sometimes they have roots interlocked there. You want to wet it, and what you want to do is you want to go in with the clippers for the basket and you want to cut the it takes a lot of patience, but if you really want to make it look like this and it has that basket, it can be done. But again, you have to be super duper careful. I have done it before, and I could show you how I do it when they're already in the basket. In instances where you get lucky that you have a bare root, it's like a plop, hold it up and forget about it, right? Because she's gonna do her thing. Now, sometimes they're in such tiny baskets that you can just plop them right in, and you may just have to sustain the basket, So I'm gonna go ahead and show you one that I did that with, just so you can have another idea. So I went ahead and brought you another sample from my yard. This one, I was in such a tiny little black basket that I kept her there. See? And it went right through. And she's doing her thing. The problem is she got a little burn from the cold, but she's fine. I mean, look at her. So this is one, another example in a different scenario. And then this one that has been here longer was another one just like the purple one we did together. Now this happened afterwards. See that? This is a new root. She's already holding on to there, and she's already holding on to there. See that? And all I did was the same exact thing. You can see, maybe you can see where the green wire is attached. Let me see if I can show you maybe this way. You can see that green wire? It's the same thing that I just did. Now, as she continues to attach and grow, I can get rid of the wire, but you know what? It doesn't really bother me. I'll continue to sustain it. That other little root right there is also about to come out. So I love how they attach to them. I love how they look, and I love how it brings color in your garden, even when your vandas aren't blooming. I hope this helps you understand a little better, because sometimes when people see the vandas leaves and they see that it doesn't have a bottom, they don't understand, like, oh, how does that work, or oh, how do you do that, you know? So I'm hoping that this gives you a better idea on how I use my vandas leaves, and it answers some of your questions. So this one's for you. Please leave me feedback. I'd like to know if it's helpful. I'd like to know if you were able to see clearly what I was trying to show you, and if you were able to hear me. And I just realized that my microphone had fallen, so let's hope that you heard that. If not, it's okay. I'll record the last segment again. Thank you. Stay safe, be kind, and happy growing.